Shakur moved so well. He won every round, and he was just a step ahead with quickness and just with, just the plan himself. Great plan coming in, and he did well. Congratulations to him.
He won all the rounds? Is that what you're saying? He won all 12 rounds?
Well, maybe he lost one, but he won the majority of rounds.
At what time did you realize that this was just going to be Shakur taking over the whole fight?
After the fourth round.
After the fourth round?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't scare me. I'm not scared you. Let's make it happen. 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 Really, I keep talking. Let's make it happen. Okay? Eddie, I want him.
We're ready.
He's smooth. He's smooth. I got him. Okay?
Boxing world has erupted with reaction following the clash between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. To interview, they promised fireworks, and they delivered. What unfolded was a fight fans had circled on the calendar for months. A pendulum swing of speed, timing, and resolve. By the final bell, the arena felt drained. The fighters were exhausted, and the boxing world had already shifted from round-by-round breakdowns to immediate, emotional reaction from the opening moments. It was clear this wouldn't be a one-note contest. The early rounds were filled with probing jabs, careful measuring, and the quiet tension that exists when two elite professionals show mutual respect, turning the opening exchanges into a tense negotiation rather than a reckless brawl. Those early minutes featured sharp jabs and precise counters, the kind of clean, Disciplined boxing that only looked simple when executed at the highest level. At times, the rhythm felt almost conversational, shots exchanged like sentences. Ideas tested before sudden explosive punctuation when a compact combination landed flush and pulled a gasp from the crowd. Both corners entered with a clear plan. And more importantly, the ability to adjust when the initial blueprint needed refinement. One fighter relied on lateral movement, timing, and crisp counters, scoring with surgical accuracy. The other pressed forward in waves, working to shorten distance, attack the body, and turn brief openings into sustained pressure. Those contrasting styles created a compelling ebb and flow. There were rounds where the countering stylist appeared untouchable, slipping shots and turning defense into offense with sharp bursts of scoring punches. Then came rounds where the pressure fighter disrupted rhythm, forcing messy exchanges and clinches that made clean scoring difficult. It was a constant tension between calculated avoidance and purposeful collision, and the crowd felt each momentum shift almost physically. Certain sequences already feel destined for highlight reels and slow-motion breakdowns. A middle round surge from the aggressor landed clean and sent the other fighter back on his heels for the first time, visibly shifting momentum for several rounds, not just on the scorecards, but in body language as well. The response came late in another round when the countering stylist fired crisp 1-2s that backed the pressure fighter to the ropes and forced a reset, reminding everyone that timing and precision can be just as punishing as raw power. Those moments weren't only physical, they were psychological. Posture changed, corners leaned in, trainers shouted sharp instructions. That's the human drama of boxing, where a 2 or 3 second exchange can redefine how the next 3 rounds are fought. What made the Shakur versus Teofimo bout truly gripping was how both fighters adjusted continuously. When pressure began to find success, the other fighter varied his rhythm, doubling the jab, stepping laterally, and choosing cleaner counter angles instead of trading recklessly. When the counterpuncher enjoyed success, the aggressor responded by adding uppercuts and digging more consistently to the body, aiming to sap mobility and reshape the exchanges. These micro-adjustments separate elite fighters from merely excellent ones. Victories are often decided in margins, a subtle shift of the lead foot, a delayed punch by a fraction of a second, a decision to touch the body instead of head. Coaches earn their keep by reading the fight and delivering concise, usable instructions that were executed under extreme fatigue. The crowd told its own story. It roared during pressure surges and fell into respectful silence when clean counters pierced the defense. Late in the fight, the noise itself became pressure chants and roars pushing fighters to keep throwing. When every muscle begged for rest, commentators oscillated between breathless narration and technical breakdowns, while social media reacted in real time with clips, hot takes, and paused frames highlighting subtle foot placement and head movement. It's rare for a fight to deliver both mainstream excitement and deep technical intrigue, but this one managed both. Casual viewers were entertained, and purists were given layers to analyze. The turning points were scattered, not defined by a single moment, but by sequences that nudged the fight's trajectory. A mid-fight flurry appealed to judges who value aggression, while later counter-sequences reminded everyone how much clean, visible punches matter. The championship rounds told the clearest story. Both Stevenson and Lopez showed conditioning, strength, and discipline, not just continuing to throw, but maintaining technique while breathing heavy and absorbing damage. That's where elite camps pay dividends. Watching the final exchanges felt like witnessing the fighters fully committed to leaving everything in the ring, and both honored that commitment. The immediate post-fight moments captured the essence of the night: embraces, handshakes, tight smiles. Trainers whose faces showed the toll of the battle. There was mutual recognition that both men had delivered. The result was a fight that was competitive, dramatic, and technically rich.
Yeah. Hey, them guys got security, boy.
We leaving now, right?
Yeah.
Hey, B.
What about James?
What have you beat Townsend? What game have you beat Townsend?